Alrighty, here we go.
Welcome, wherever you may be out there in Pool Land.
Tell us where you're from.
Watching Bad Boys TV.
Wow, 7 watching already? Woo!
They must have
We're
subscribed.
popular.
They must have subscribed, and it dinged when I
They're stalking us.
hit the live button.
I like it. Alright, and we got 3 likes now since I hit the like button.
You gotta at least like your own.
Likes are good. Well, they're doodling, man. Practice pulling the Bad Boys. You'll want to probably turn off the little screen in the corner because we can just switch to
Bad Boys TV.
Yeah, that looks all high tech and stuff.
I had somebody asked if we could put that up in the corner. They wanted to. And we're being sponsored by Jam Up Apparel.
If you don't play Jam Up, at least you can do is wear Jam Up.
You can dress like it.
You might intimidate them. It's a sharking technique.
You can dress Jam Up while you're out hustling and playing the game, and
Yeah.
if you lose, it can be brutal.
Besides, we'd like you guys to have some variety. Don't want you wearing the same stuff all the time.
Apparel is something that's really taken off. It's just, gosh, I gotta find that Facebook post that the guy wrote a poem and put all the pool apparel companies in it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I have to see that.
Problem is, if you don't do something with it right then, it's like it's gone.
Que pasa? Hola. Doug is back in the room. Haven't seen Doug in a long time. He hung out in Alaska for a while.
Oh, must be talking about Doug Woo.
Doug, woohoo!
He's a good guy.
There's that little, if you look down at the bottom where you put in your text, there's a little dollar bill logo there. Feel free to sponsor the Bad Boys drinking habit. Every little bit helps.
Last time somebody tried to do that, Rick blocked him.
I did. I didn't know what the hell it was, man. I thought it was some bogus stuff.
Thought it was a bot trying to...
Yeah, you're right, Doug. I think it is since the Penticton tournament, wasn't it?
Was he at that one?
We haven't done... Well, I don't... Were you at the... What was it? The Grand...
I think he came to Schnickwin's Open the first year they did it.
Sierra, the Grand Sierra.
Oh, at the U.S. bar table?
Yeah,
In Reno?
but I don't think he was there. I think the last time I saw him in Reno was maybe at the Sands. I don't know. Looks like they're starting, maybe.
Looks like it. So this is Jeff Glass that
This is like,
just
what?
broke the balls.
5th round on the winner side. So these guys are deep on the winner side.
So what you're telling me is they're tired. Oh.
Reno Open, yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I used to see him there all the time.
Doug's going to write us a bunch of intro songs, and he's going to write us a Bad Boy song. Since we can't use the Bad Boys, what you going to do song. All right, so this is Russ at the table. He's chosen to shoot solids because I didn't see his first shot. Pretty wide open. Just got to get shape on stuff. Doug's a mover and a shaker. I don't know how you go to Alaska, Canada, and California and end up in None of those places have anything in common other than there's ground.
Well, we should have a pretty close match here. Russ is a 491 Fargo rate, and Jeff comes in with a 479 Fargo rate.
Well,
so there's only 12 points between them.
Russ is just a slight favorite. Patricia says she doesn't have any picture. I don't know what to tell you. If you don't have the picture, you may have paused it right before we went live.
Try to refresh, maybe?
Yeah, or just tap on the screen and see if everything's working here. Because I always keep a laptop next to us to make sure we can see what's going on YouTube. So, well, Doug's a pretty smart computer guy. He could probably help you out. First, you must turn the monitor on. That's a joke, because I know you wouldn't be getting the chat room if you didn't have the monitor on. But yeah, you might have paused the picture. We have the DVR feature on, so you can actually pause the match, go to the restroom, or grab a beer and come back and catch up. No commercial breaks here. But you can pause, you can back up, and you can scroll forward to catch up to the live action. Because Bad Boys is always coming to you live, even if you watch this later. That's how I know you're watching now.
I always think about that. We're like, all right, we're coming live, and then it's like, you know, this is going to stay on YouTube, and it's not going to be live anymore.
Well, if you're not at the event and nobody told you about the event, and you're watching this, no matter when you're watching this, it will feel live. How you gonna know the difference?
That's right. If you didn't go to CTS on demand and see who won.
All right, Patricia's got it now.
YouTube would have been great when my kids were younger. I could have gambled with them on. Used to watch ESPN Classic and bet with them. That was always fun.
When I was in
Alaska, they learned a lot about betting.
When I was in Alaska, like the first 10, 12 years I lived up there, the Monday Night Football was an hour delayed.
Oh, wow.
So I'd leave work and I'd turn on the game on my radio. Then I'd get there and go into the bar and make bets. And, the game would be just coming on. And I'd already be at halftime on the radio. Then you wait till about the third quarter and you go out to the car and turn on the radio, catch the end of the game, and make some bets. A lot of people never knew.
I was going to say, the only time you lost is when there was a big second half comeback. Huh?
Nope. I stayed ahead of it. We'd bet on first touchdown, first field goal.
Well, I remember when ESPN first said they were going to do a live pool on their network. And one of the guys at the pool hall, there was a tournament on, and he goes, yeah, this is live. I said, no, this is recorded. No, it's live.
Okay.
And I said, well, I already know who wins. No, you don't. So we bet every week. And
you were trying to give it away, too.
I tried and tried not to take his money, but
hey,
some people,
some people's children.
Not sure why he shot that.
I
Unless he was
think he thought he was going to get enough to get in there, but he really didn't need to get in there.
No, I thought he could just come across and cut that 15.
Yeah, just come out a little bit, cut it. The 2 you could have used to hold the cue ball up there if you wanted to, if you were worried about coming down table. I'm not sure.
I don't know that I would pocket this ball. I might just try to play safe and hook him behind the 8.
Well, he looks like he's going to try to gun her back, but he's straight in and gunned it back to where
he
was.
The same place almost.
Why didn't you just shoot it from there?
A little better angle, but
I don't think it goes by.
No, I don't either. So it's not as good for banking, but he's going to have to try to play safe.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a good angle to shoot the 15 around the 2 and put the cue ball
That's what I
frozen
was
up to the
thinking.
2 on the backside.
Well, I don't think
The
he
angle
could
looks
freeze it.
bad.
He could get behind, get
He
the
can get
15.
below it, or above it, actually.
The one's not in a real good place to do anything with. So.
All right, where's everybody from?
Well, this week, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm an Okie.
Oh, that's about the worst place he could have left it.
Yep. You don't want to come down and give him a shot on that one.
Yeah, that was absolutely the worst place to leave it. Nobody in the chat room going to tell us where they're from?
Living room. My den.
Tahlequah?
That must be in Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's an Indian name for sure.
It's either in Oklahoma or Washington State.
Yeah. Yeah, Washington, Oregon, or Oklahoma, or Wyoming. Kalamazoo, Birmingham, Alabama. We've had several people from Birmingham, Alabama. Y'all ain't got nothing to do there, do you?
I liked Birmingham.
I think we've had, this is Ronnie H., so I think we've had 3 or 4 different people from Birmingham, Alabama. Parkersville, West Virginia. How do you say that, Doug? Tahlequah?
How do you say it? So he types it over again.
I know. See if you wanted to play along.
Oh.
All right, Brett.
Oh, whoops. I'm falling asleep here.
Russ got that.
Yeah. All right. These guys are in the silver division. This tournament.
Race to 5.
Racing to 5.
Brett talks too much.
There's just not a lot to say right now. Thank you to whoever brought us the cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Yummy.
Yep, my new hero, my Oklahoma hero, brought me cookies. All right, so what is this? Men's silver?
This is men's silver.
88 players. First prize is $1,320.
First prize is $13 million.
Yeah.
You really want to see play slow down?
Good, yeah, no kidding.
Race to 5 for 13.
At this level, you want to talk about people clenching their butts.
Oh my gosh, that would be.
Cherokee County, so I'm going to say it's Tahlequah. Sounds Indian to me.
Really?
Tahlequah? No? That's what I say it is.
You just
Okay,
sound
now
like,
I gotta
You
look.
just sound like a white boy trying to sound like him.
What are you talking about? I'm not even white. Yeah, let's see if they spelled it right. Let's see what Google says.
I guarantee you're probably not saying it right because any state that has Miami probably.
I know, yeah.
It probably isn't pronounced like it looks.
All right, I'm going to turn it up because I got to. Really? Tahlequah. Could they use the real voice to do that?
That's funny.
That's funny. Tahlequah.
It tells you how that's pronounced.
Yep.
The city.
Yep. Stands for two enough.
Well, he tried to go into that 14.
Two is enough for what? Chesapeake, Virginia's in the house. All right.
Chesapeake.
Why ain't y'all fishing?
I was thinking, why aren't you playing pool in
First time I went and set up the U.S. Open, that was pretty creepy. Driving the truck and going through the tunnel under the bay. Water's pouring down from up above. Doesn't make you feel real comfortable.
No, I can imagine it wouldn't.
See, Brett, you learned how to say Tahlequah today. And it's in Cherokee County.
That doesn't tell me a whole lot.
But you learned something.
Yeah.
Every time you learn something, it's a plus. Even if you forget it by tomorrow. Well,
Problem is, at my age, every time I learn something like that,
you forget something
now I have
else.
to forget something else.
Because you're all out of RAM.
So now I've probably forgot something really important.
Julie's going to call me in a week and go, Brett can't remember how to do the damn dishes.
I'll never find my glasses again because I know where Tahlequah, Oklahoma is.
I don't know what's wrong with Brett. He doesn't know. You're supposed to use dishwashing soap in the dishwasher.
Oh.
That's because he knows about Tahlequah.
He tried to put Cherokee.
Aren't you impressed with his intelligence? See, Patricia's keeping us all on the info wagon here. Two's enough to make a start for the Indian. Home and capital of the Cherokee Nation and mentioned in Where the Red Fern Grows. See, I like Doug. That's one of my favorite movies.
Where the Red Fern Grows?
Oh, yeah, that's one of those big super tearjerker movies.
I remember reading the book.
It's even worse.
I don't think I ever saw the movie.
It's a bigger tearjerker than Old Yeller. No, top 3 tearjerker movies: Old Yeller, Red Fern Grows, and The Day of the Dolphins. You just put any of those 3 movies in with the girl in the house, and you're going to get all kinds of snuggling.
To me, the biggest tearjerker movie was Brian's Song. When I was
younger. That one was pretty good too. I'm talking about.
I guess growing up on a farm,
getting the chicks to.
When you
snuggle up with you.
Old Yeller and Where the Red Fern Grows, those were just more realistic movies than they were, It's like animals die.
Dude, you're just...
I don't...
Okay, the chicks are going to start walking away from you.
Sorry, it's just the way... I found a chick that understands that.
She's the one snapping the heads off the chickens out back. All right, before we get in deep, deep trouble here. Jeff is at the table.
Jeff forgot to comb his hair before this match. No,
and I can make fun of him because I'm bald too. Just connect the dots here. Nothing really in the way other than yourself at this point. He's still good. The trick here now, because he came up that high, is if you shoot the 6 first, you got to not hit that stripe and get back across the table. You could also shoot the 1 first and bring the cue ball up between the 6 and the 14. Shoot the 6 in the left corner.
That's kind of what I like.
Or just roll the 1 in and shoot the 6 in the lower left corner.
Yeah, he's going to shoot the 1 first. If there's any chance
interesting where he's going to go for shape, though.
If there's any chance of running into that.
Yeah, 14. See, I would not have gone that direction.
No.
Natural roll is so much nicer, easier to control.
A lot of pool players like to draw, though, instead of follow.
Yeah, but when you draw and you go to a rail,
Yeah,
The ball speed's too hard to control unless you're shooting pool every day, 4 or 5 hours a day, and you're getting the feel for the speed of the table and everything. You ever see The Day of the Dolphin?
nope. Nope.
Great movie. It's old too.
Is
It's
it?
from the 70s. George C. Scott was the main character. You know who that is, right?
George C. Scott? Yeah, I know he is.
Okay,
why?
chill, relax. Got all a little jumpy there. Holy
You know
crap.
why I know who George C. Scott
Patton.
is? He was in the best movie ever, The Hustler. Oh. That was a tearjerker.
The Hustler.
When they break his
That's
thumbs.
a dark movie.
When they break
man.
his thumbs, man, that's just
That is a dark movie.
dark. Yeah.
That's why, when you ask people what their favorite what's the best pool movie, you almost have to say The Hustler and The Color of Money, because they're two totally different movies done two totally different times of the pool world.
Yeah.
One is dark, and that's kind of what pool was like back then.
We really need a good pool movie.
We do, but it needs to be
so hard
good.
It's just so hard to do a good one.
Oh, look. Oh, he almost got away with that. Virginia Beach. How close are you to the beach there?
I was going to say, that's where I need to go.
How the hell you say that? Deluxe Vipers. Y'all use too many letters for your names on there. I'm not sure.
What's that?
Is Berman's pool hall the largest?
No, I believe Fargo Billiards is larger.
Yeah, I think so.
But it's definitely big. It's got like 100 tables or something in it.
Oh yeah, I've been there. I've been to, was it Q Masters?
Q Master Billiards. That's why when they said they were watching the stream, I'm like, well, why aren't you at Q Master?
Yeah. No, I've been there a couple times. I don't know if it's the largest though.
For some reason, I had it in my head that Fargo Billiards was the largest, but I don't know.
Q Masters might have the most tables though.
I haven't been to either one, so
Fargo Billiards might take up the most footage. I don't know. Well, here you go, Jeff. Perfect time to get on the board here. Don't look at us. We didn't leave you that shot. Everybody, please hit that like button. If you're feeling real froggy, you can hit that money button. Kick us a little donation. It's tough to cover the cost of coffee at these events. Oh, he kind of. Yeah, he got down on it. Took a couple practice strokes.
Well, if you Google
just kind of
largest pool room in the United States, Fargo Billiards and Q Master Billiards come up.
They come up together? Or?
Well, them and then Amsterdam.
What's the debate? Come on, Brett, give us some facts.
Let's see. Fargo Billiards, it says, has 56 tables.
It seems to me like Fargo Billiards had more square footage because they have like private rooms and. Well, that miss is really going to cost Jeff because now he's going to end up down 2-0. Could have been tied up 1-1. Russ got away with a win there.
Yeah, it doesn't say how many tables Cubemaster has, but it says it's a 25,000 square foot pool hall.
Well, it seems to me like I remember 47 footers on one side. Well, come on, Deluxe, give us some info here. Help educate our people.
So
We like to be informative.
They're both big. Let's put it that way. They're both big.
Yeah, we like to be informative. We don't want to be
Actually,
like the other streamers who just, hey, Bobby's playing with the cue that he likes.
The biggest pool room in America is the Rio.
Yeah. Well, true
in the
story.
last 2 weeks of July.
It's the biggest room for that month.
280 tables.
Around 75. Well, Captain, come on.
Oh.
A little more info.
Cue ball goes hopping
Around. In today's America, around 75 could mean anywhere from 50 to 125. I mean,
seeing the cue ball go off the table reminds me of the last match I had on this table. The cue ball flew off the table, and the opponent goes up, and he's looking in the pockets. He's looking down at both ends. He's looking everywhere for the cue ball.
but it was off the table. You didn't see it go off the table.
Laying over by table 2. He didn't
All right,
see
Stan says 72 to 75.
Okay, so that would make Cubemaster a little bigger.
And
then.
Deluxe has his back with yep. Not an exact answer, but close enough.
That's big.
Yep, a lot of pool tables.
Right.
That's a lot of pool tables for a place that close to the ocean, where the water is actually warm in the summer. A lot of good pool players coming up in today's world. A lot of youngins, 17, 18, 19, play great pool. Somebody asked me the other day, how come that is? I said, I don't know, dude. At that age, I was chasing girls, not pool balls around the table. So, yeah.
Well, that's the problem, though, especially here in America, is they start off at like 13, 14, being world beaters, and then about 17, they find girls, and then
Game goes to hell. And
you don't see pool anymore.
Well, he's going to make a short run of this rack.
Well, he's got a tough one here, but if he can cut this 10 in,
Got to be careful to hit the
it should lead
7
to,
and not get hooked.
Wow,
Oh, look at that
this.
nice little bump.
Wow, that's
What a nice little bump. Now, don't try to draw out. Just go natural roll to off the right rail to the left rail and back out to the center of the table, and you're good to go. Just like that. Perfect. Well, Russ should be up 3-0. And that was a quick one. Jeff is going to have to put some stoppers on Russ there.
Well, that cue ball leaving the table on the break was
That's
big.
painful. Ball in hand on a wide open break like that. On the little screen, we got Dwayne reffing a shot. Using the brilliant tactic of blocking the viewers.
Referee there, he's blocking the camera.
So in case he messes up, it's not on camera forever.
We have no idea. I always tease the referees.
It's smart if you can block the camera. Because just even if you make the right call, somebody's going to debate it, and then they'll critique it and slow it down and draw diagrams and just, oh my God.
We actually had a referee at Nationals that refused to work the TV table just because they didn't want to be.
Oh, yeah?
In case something happened.
I'll have you tell me the name later.
They didn't want it to be out there forever.
Well, can't say if you're not real confident, I can get that. But yeah. Especially after poor Ziggy. I mean, I love Ziggy.
Well,
he took that so in stride.
He did.
I'm just glad it happened to him when there were some really great players
Did
at
I
the
tell
table.
you what happened at Derby City the last day? It was after you left. Chris Milling I think it's a semifinal match of the 9-ball to get to the finals, and he's playing Dennis Arcolo. And it gets to be Hill, and Chris is running out, and he stops and he wants the cue ball cleaned.
Of course he
Brett,
does.
they need you to clean the cue ball. And I'm like, oh. And I had changed my pants that morning, and I thought, well, I haven't needed this ball marker all. So I just stuck
of course.
It was the last day, and it was like I didn't want to be taking it through the airport the next day, so I just put it back in my bag. And so I go, crap, I don't have a ball marker. And of course, Bill's gone to bed.
Yeah.
You're gone. I'm like,
I hardly ever carry a ball marker
looking around
because.
So I'm looking around for something. I look around out, you need a towel and everything. So about that time, Ricky Bryant was just sitting over there watching, and he goes, "Oh, I got it." And he goes over and he gets his ball marker out and he marks it, cleans it. I'm like, "Wow, thank you." I said, "You saved me." And I told him. He goes, "Oh, no problem, man." So I told Chris. I told Chris later on after he won the tournament. I said, "Oh, it's a good thing that Ricky was there to clean that ball for you." He goes, "Why is that?" And I go, "Well, because I had forgot. I'd already put my ball marker away this morning." And I said, "So I would have just had to come out there, just pick it up, wipe it off, and just put it back."
Yeah.
He laughed. Oh, he thought that was hilarious.
He's such a great-natured player.
Well, he is now. He wasn't always that good-natured, but
He's pretty calm and cool about stuff now.
he's a guy I would love to just hang out with at a pub in England and just. I mean, I think he'd be a lot of fun. He enjoys life.
Well, got to get out here, Jeff. Can't afford to go down 4-0.
No. So I would imagine since this match got started late,
Well, it's on a good pace.
well, that's good. We need them all on good paces from here on out, not just on this table.
Well, you don't have to stream the last match of the day. Trust me.
But
We can't do 18-hour days.
But we'll probably.
Wow.
Oh my goodness!
What the heck was he thinking?
This is.
There was no need for that.
Nah, he needs to not be jacking up quite as much.
Well, jack up and then shoot that hard?
Yeah.
I mean, he had all the balls right there. Just got to get a little separation.
Got to keep the cue ball on the table. Ball in hand to a player like Russ is going to leave a mark.
It should.
Well, the 8-ball's pretty. I mean, he's looking at it.
Yeah, but I'd shoot the 9 right now, go off that side rail, and try to bump that stuff apart a little more.
Boy, you're going to risk getting caught in there and
Yeah, but you got the 15 on this end. You got plenty of balls out there.
Yeah, I mean, you would be a little unlucky to.
I think that's what I would do, just to clear it out. I mean, if you could go 9-ball, hit the side rail, and come up and hit the 6,
Yeah, that would.
then you're set. Because the 15's there.
That's a pretty big F, though.
Well, you got to try to clear it out some. That's a small window to get shape on. You could come at it from the top if you wanted. I don't really like that, but it looks like that's what he's going to do. Try to bump the 1 out. That'll work too, but then you could end up jacked up for a shot.
Yeah, or you hit the edge.
Oh, it looks like he's going to come flying in here. No, he didn't.
Okay.
Yep, that'll work.
That worked. He went in at a good speed and hit it.
But now you gotta get to this bottom end and take care of these balls first, so you can shoot the 8 in the lower left. I would assume that's where you'd want to shoot it. Right, chat room, you got quiet on me. I don't like a quiet chat room. Y'all got to participate.
Quiet on you. You should have seen how I started that last match. I said, all right, let me know if you can hear me.
I know,
Nothing.
yeah.
And for like 15 minutes, there's nothing.
We start out giving them information and stuff, and look how they treat us.
And then all of a sudden somebody comes out, oh, yeah, you sound great.
45 minutes later, oh, look at that. Wow.
Whoops.
Wow.
And that really, he didn't need to be anywhere close to that ball.
Nowhere near it.
That would have been a great ball for your last.
Yeah, to get shape on the 8.
Yeah. He needed to be coming between that and the 3.
He did not need to be there at all.
Oh, so you can write this down today. I got a compliment on our commentary from a player.
Really?
So that's one
so
thing.
Doug wants to know if we can do Frank Henry or David Murphy. Well, Kenny and Bonnie are the ones doing the scheduling.
Right now
I would say if they make it to tomorrow, yeah. That was a nice shot. He's flinging his arms around like somebody did him some bad juju, but he did it to himself.
Right now it's pretty random. I know who's on this. The first day, I did move some men's gold singles.
Yeah. Well, Doug has made a special request.
What division are they playing in, Doug?
Yeah,
Any
Doug, what
idea?
division are they in?
David Murphy. I can remember. What was the other one?
Frank Henry and David Murphy.
Frank Henry. How come Doug is not here playing? That's what I don't know.
Doug says they're in gold. I know he just wants to ramble on over there. He could come over here and commentate with us, too. He prefers Frank. Apparently, Doug and Frank are tight. I know, Doug. You could help commentate, man. These are your people now.
Somebody was talking about, the Fargo rate website, and somebody goes, "It sounds like a fair match Fargo rate. Sounds like a dating website." We're like, "Oh,
well, it kind of is."
That's I'm like, "Oh, that's what we need is a pool dating website."
That's how you match up. Yeah, pool date. There's very few women in the pool world that aren't already hooked up with somebody.
30-year-old male seeks woman with a Fargo rate of 500 or higher.
That would be funny as hell. That would be great.
I'm sorry, I can't go out with you. Your Fargo.
You're only at 497. Yeah, it's not gonna work out.
I only date 600s.
Definitely not gonna work out. Yeah, be a whole lot of disappointed guys out there. Chicks would be like, "Are you a 720 or better?" Seriously, dude, your Fargo is higher than your credit rating?
Yeah, that's what they should be considered.
And you're under a 600 Fargo. Doug says they have to be verified. Shit.
Yeah, but my credit rating's not established.
Yeah.
I don't have 200 credit cards yet.
The credit rating thing is such a hoax.
I'm thinking
my credit rating goes up and then it'll go back down just because I don't have credit cards.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like credit cards. Boy, but your credit rating will go up if you have debt.
I got an email yesterday. Your credit rating has gone up, and I'm thinking, okay, good.
Doug has been dating chicks with a Fargo of 100 or less. Well, that's why we haven't seen you at pool tournaments very often.
He's giving lessons.
They won't let you go out and play.
Hey, baby, let me show you how to screw this cue together.
Well, I got a feeling Russ is going to be on the hill here real quick.
It's kind of looking like it. All he has to do is pocket this 9, come off the bottom rail. Be going right towards the 8. Well, okay, he's going to play the 8 in the side.
Yeah, that 6 ball makes that side pocket huge.
Yeah, he's got side. He's got
huge pocket.
He's got bumpers to bowl this one in.
Didn't even need it. 4-0. Got a goose egg on the screen.
All right.
Really, Jeff's only made a couple of really big mistakes. Jumping off the table on a break. Jumping off the table in a rack.
Yeah, it's the 2 cue balls leaving the table.
Really, he's only missed, I think, 1 or 2 other shots, really.
Russ has played pretty solid.
Well, you got to change it around here. You got to get some balls on the break and run a rack.
None of that now. Come on.
Well, here we go. Come on, Jeff, you can do it. He's got the butt end of his cue so high in the air. Well, he broke a lot softer there.
Okay, yeah, he took something off.
But when you got the butt end of your cue up that high in the air, you're asking for trouble. Didn't make anything.
No, did not make anything. And about all, well, okay, yes.
It could shoot the 6. It's a tough shot to start with.
I don't.
But the
think
4's tied up. I think the stripes are the better ones to shoot.
Yeah, I would shoot the stripes here.
Just poke that in there.
Use that 14 to, well, the 9 might go. I don't know.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I think he hit that a little harder than he wanted. He's still got a shot. He could shoot the 12 on the left side. Come around. He could also shoot this 10 right now and break out the 13.
Can he shoot the 10 and draw into the 13? Yeah. Or actually, you'd want to draw into the 3 there.
Oh, he forgot. He forgot to make the ball. And
he made sure he drew into that 13.
Yeah, and just tapped the 13 around. He needed to hit that with some go-go. And try to spread those balls out.
That's what's called split focus. He focused a little too much on the cue ball, not enough on his object.
Yep. He was thinking about the 13 and forgot about the 10. And unfortunately for Jeff,
and boy, if I had a
stuff's
dollar
still tied
for
up.
every time I've done that and playing pool.
Don't forget to hit that like button.
If I had a dollar for every time I've done that in pool, my credit rating might be better. It might actually be better.
If you had a dollar for every time you did that in pool, you probably wouldn't need credit. You just go pay cash.
Then maybe my credit rating would be higher than my Fargo rating. Actually, I kind of wish my Fargo rating was up to where my credit rating is now.
A 530 just not making you happy. It's funny when they did the Fargo. I was like 625 or 630.
For your credit rating?
No, for my Fargo. That's about my credit rating too, because I don't have credit cards and they just keep screwing you. And every time I pay off something, it goes down.
They don't like that.
It's like I buy a car, buy a brand new car, pay it off, and I paid it off in 4 years instead of 6 like the contract. My credit rating went down. It's like, piss off. But yeah, I haven't played any tournaments or anything. And that was 3 years ago, and my Fargo's dropped down to like a 580. So everybody else is getting better, and I'm just staying stagnant. I'll start playing again when my Fargo drops down to about 540. Then I'll be able to play within my Fargo rating.
I always tell you, I'm in Fargo hell. I got like 1,800 games in the system, and I don't play.
Now you're in the pool world, so you don't play as much. Try telling you.
Haven't hit a ball in
you chose
a year
fame.
and a half.
You chose fame over the game.
Fame over fortune. Kind of like Ted Bundy.
Is there something we should know?
I always just throw that at her. People go, I want to be famous. I said, yeah, so did Ted Bundy.
All right, Julie, you might want to check for fresh dug dirt in the backyard. Oh, man. Boy. What you gonna do with that, Jeff? You can't. The Jeff just can't get a roll this match. You know he doesn't play that bad because he's in the 5th round of the winner's side. He has just been TV table cursed. Of all the places to end up. Well, this shot is brought to you by Jam Up Apparel. If you don't play Jam Up, wear Jam Up. Some of the softest, nice, comfortable clothing in the business. Back in the old hustling days, you just point to the lower right-hand corner there and kick and hope either the 5 or the 1 goes.
Yeah.
Dude jumps up and goes, "You didn't call that?" "Yeah, I did."
See me point?
That's what I said, man. I used to hate playing those guys that didn't call anything, and then they'd go, "Well, that's what I called." Dude, you couldn't make that bank shot if I paid you to make it. But that's what I called. Okay, fine. Next game is for 50. Dude, what is with the Tide Pods? People, there's no hope for this world.
Oh, I tell you. I like all the, oh, you think Tide Pods are good? Wait till you eat the cotton candy that's in the attic.
Yeah.
The bundt cake under my toilet.
It's just unreal. I don't even know.
The chocolate syrup under my car. There's all.
I know, this pan just kicks it out all the time.
There's a magical chocolate syrup button under the car. He's going to try to kick this 14 in the side.
Oh,
my goodness.
He was close.
That was pretty close.
Now it's in a crappy spot.
I think it's far enough off it may still go. I can see some space between that ball and the rail. So if not, it can go all the way up the table with it.
It would be so easy to make America great again. Just take all the warning labels off. Just take all the warning labels away.
Well, they said
10 years later, this would be a great country again. Think about it. We start giving everybody trophies. Yeah, you get a trophy because you showed up. And we put warning labels on hair dryers so people wouldn't take a shower with them. And look what we got.
When you're really rushed.
I'm just saying.
You got to dry your hair.
Think about
while
it.
You're still in the shower.
In my day, when a kid put his finger in a light socket, you waited. And then when he went, "Ah!" He went, "Won't do that again now, will you?" See, kids today don't learn. Attention deficit? Yeah. Try that with my dad. When you got a bloody lip or a big old handprint on your butt cheek and you were wearing Levi jeans,
yeah,
you paid attention.
Yeah, there was no attention deficit. He had your full attention.
And now somebody's going to be offended.
I've actually told kids that when I went to school.
I taught Little League. I coached Little League.
ADHD just meant you were going to be in the principal's office getting battled way more than the rest of your friends. That's all it meant. They kind of
when I coached Little League the first year, there were kids on the team that weren't paying attention.
No.
So you know, the second practice I show up and I'm like, okay, I'm going to play catcher so I can talk to the batters. And I got the pitcher throwing the ball across the plate. I catch the baseball and I had about 6 tennis balls behind me and I fired at one of the kids that weren't paying attention, you know, and hit them with it. And the parents were like freaking out. I'm like, look, a baseball coming at you, if they don't see it coming, could kill them.
There you go.
You know, and then the kids learned. But by practice fifth, I was throwing the baseball at them. And guess what? I never hit any of them because they started paying attention. So we didn't have no attention deficit on the baseball team.
My high school science teacher, he taught biology and chemistry. He always had a wet sponge sitting up by his desk. And if you weren't paying attention or you turn around talking, he'd nail you with this wet. Oh, he loved to do it. You know, going to high school in the late 70s.
Chalk-covered erasers were fun, too.
Girls with the, you know, the hair spray and stuff. Oh, he used to love to hit the girls with one of the wet sponge.
I had a math teacher that had a chalk-covered eraser. He'd chuck.
Yeah.
And I'd always try to pretend like I wasn't paying attention so I could try to catch it in the air. But he never threw it at me. Yep. Those were the good old days. Now there's an excuse for every behavior and all kinds of crap. See, when I screwed up as a kid, by the time I got home, somebody had called my parents.
All right, we're going to find out if this ball goes in the side. Well, it's funny as I used to.
And now everybody's like, mind your own business. Well, raise your damn child.
If I saw my mom's car at the school, I was praying to God my brother killed somebody.
Praying your brother was playing hooky and got caught.
Oh, man, what did my brother hopefully do? Because
I remember the first time
somebody was in trouble.
My mom caught me playing hooky.
Oh, he's going to go up to the corner with it.
We were running me and a friend were playing hooky, and we were leaving the school, and we were crossing the road, and my mom drove by right as we were crossing the street. Made eye contact. And, of course, she wouldn't buy the fact, oh, Mom, we're at lunch. You know, because it was 10:30.
Yeah, a little early for lunch.
Yeah. All right, Jeff, you got to do it now, buddy.
Yeah.
Got to do it now.
He's going to have to go 1 and then go up and get that 4 ball.
And then shoot the combo.
Yeah. You hate to save the combo to the end, but.
Well, you might want to play it safe here because shooting that 4 off the rail is not very pleasant here. Shoot the 5 right into the rail, bouncing it out, and the cue ball taking its place and maybe rolling up against the 3.
Gonna roll the 4 in.
All right.
Yeah, that was well done.
You did it good.
Now,
when you shoot this, shoot it with draw.
Yes, you cannot.
So the 3 will hit the 5, and the 3 will go forward.
You cannot shoot this combination the speed you just shot the last 2.
Nope, you got to hit this with draw. And put the butt into your cue down a little bit. He rolled forward. He hit it with draw and rolled forward. Not stroking the ball very well.
All right, Russ has got kind of a thin cut here.
Yeah, I know the feeling. My back is killing me. And my hip.
Yeah, my hip is just
backside. Here we go. Yeah, Mountain Dew dispenser on your car. Yeah, mine's got the, what is the red Mountain Dew?
Oh, yeah. I don't know what
the energy one or whatever. That's.
They got so many things now. So funny.
It's just. Okay, did the screen freeze?
I think it must have.
Really? Did the camera freeze?
The other camera didn't. But
it
yes,
did.
Our camera froze.
The camera froze.
Oh, my goodness. We have no idea whether this match is still going or not.
Well, it looks like they're shaking hands up there. Wow. It's been on for 2 days, that's why. I think Russ went ahead and ran out, it looks like. Yeah, I'll have to go reset that camera. Sorry about that, folks. We'll get that taken care of. We'll be back. We got another one coming. Russ wins that match 5-0.